Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think the whole time I was with my husband, I don't think that, like, when I used to go out or go to I don't think he ever wanted to go to a party. He never went to a party with me. I always went with my friends. I'm just worried about when these people have these CDLs and they have these CDLs or things like this. Does this give them a license to drive? Say somebody got a wife that's plus size and they call her a truck or a semi truck. And this could be people that like leave their semi truck parked or they use it for even to sabotage itself in a sense. And then they go about driving foreign whips and smaller cars or something like this. Or like I said, is this something here that a love letter? Is this something here that what was I gonna say? Wait, the love letter. Because I never wrote a love letter, but I think somebody wrote one to me. Anyway, I'm just wondering how far this goes back. And if this has something to do with the does it go all the way back to the trip to Georgia, the first time I ever been to Georgia when I went with the Parhams for their family reunion? That's why I be wondering, like, these people had to know what I was. You know what I'm saying? These people had to know that I was not programmed like everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? Or these are stars here. Maybe these are stars here. I don't know. This could be like, you know what I'm saying, like 90s stars or something. It's something about the 90s music, 90s stars. That could be connected to a certain person here. But I feel like 90s music, especially R&B male music, that could be also a heavy, because my auntie Shell used to always listen to R&B music. In the 90s, I was listening to rap music. I was listening to rap music, or I was listening to like, well, we was listening to R&B and stuff too. I always been an oldies person too. I don't know. We got woods here. We got woods here. Um, and then I was just looking up Tiger Woods and his supposed wife, like on TV or something here. All right. I just got the song "Feel So Good to Be Alive." All right. Can't wipe this black off if I tried. Um, Still, I think somebody was posing to be somebody's sister because Beyonce, if anything, Beyonce is not Tina Knowles' daughter. I got a better chance of being Tina Knowles' daughter or the original one, because sometimes these people started out as men and then they splice them, or they eliminate them and splice them and then make them a girl and then put them in the industry. But I think that I would have a more of a chance to be Tina Knowles. This could be also another thing of a father or a man in somebody's life, or a grandfather or a prominent man in the family, choosing, if they could choose whatever they want when they go in the background, this could be a celebrity or who the celebrity really is behind the scenes. Okay. Who's driving the car? Um, yeah. But I don't know. I think that even if this is the first one, I'm hearing the first one. So this could be the first generation Beyonce, because I was looking at some old footage of this person and it almost seemed like she had like really bad ADD and it really seemed like the person had like a very low IQ in a lot of her younger interviews. So that's what I'm saying. I could have just been a sacrifice. So all the good parts of me goes into somebody else that becomes a celebrity. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they just kept me, even though I was not a bad looking girl. I could have probably had, my hair was always kind of short or something, or I always had it cut. But my heraldry is long. So that's really, really fucking matters. But I always had a nice shape, like I said, until I had my first child, and then I just got a stomach, and it just never went nowhere. But I've always had a nice fucking body, like it was decent. Um, really, okay. So I would think that if anybody's looking at a celebrity that would be towering over just an average woman, and this person, because I'm getting I am champion, this person has everything at their fingertips. Of course, if a celebrity wanted to steal my identity, it would be easy for them to do so. Nobody would think about it that way, but I don't think that the industry been ran by like real record labels for a long time. I feel like these rappers and these other entertainers were running it. And they were being like, who's they like the best, or it's like a popularity contest or something like this. It was like a popularity contest. And who is the top people that we still hearing about today that didn't get lost in the sauce that's still being promoted here in some kind of way? You know, I'm also getting this coffee energy here. And I just noticed that the weekend has a new coffee commercial. But anybody in the past 4 years that came out with a commercial or something like this, these people, we've talked about all of these people on this channel before. So it's not a win, lose, or draw game. I've already exposed this as we went down the timeline. I can't lose. It's me for real. I'm the identity that everybody wants. So I don't know what kind of game this people think that you pulled me out of regular everyday society. So I'm not battling with anybody. What the fuck would I battle? You get what I'm saying? A thief is a fucking thief. I don't give a fuck if you rich or poor. All right. I personally don't think this. I think that, like I said, unless these families that I look like the people in their family represents people that created clones so that I could so that that clone could collect things that belong to me and give it to those families. That's the only other thing that I can think that they were doing. Why I look like so many celebrities. You get what I'm saying? Is that they created these clones. They could have even sent them into my home instead of me. Like I could have been somewhere in a dungeon some fucking where, or in a box somewhere, and then they let these people come in my life and do disastrous things and blame it on me, so that they can have some kind of control, like I'm a monster or something that needs to be on a leash while they steal all my shit. Okay, so we're not gonna have this. And you know what? My life would be so complicated. Just sitting here fighting the battle or speaking the truth about the situation would be unrealistic. Well, I thought you said your dad was this. I said feathers. And when the Empress is wearing her feather crown, or an American Indian or Native American is wearing that crown, there's a lot of different feathers on there. These are support systems. These are something here. Normally, these are chieftain or powerful men that's connected to that particular feminine. All right. Like I said, especially if you're one of these people that you could have several DNA strands, but how, why, when, where? You understand? Who decided when to send each clone in that looked like a certain person? Who decided this? Okay. So I'm not one of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? But they obviously use my image, and I don't like that. Okay. Somebody didn't do something like this for no reason. Okay. That's what I'm saying. And I don't care about a group being offended about what I say. God tell me what I'm saying, and I say it to you. And you don't have to like it. If I say that the American Indians or the autochthonous ones are older, just like the Clovis people are supposed to be one of the oldest groups, That's the research that I did. So Native Americans are not an original breed that was found on this soil. They were created. They're a subgroup or a subrace. It is what it is. I don't have to kiss nobody's ass. I said what I said. You might have got these other indigenous folks to renege on what they said or something like this because you offered them some kind of I don't know, they was at some powwows or something, or they came in and they wanted to learn about this and that. I don't need to do all that. You get what I'm saying? So you could keep lying and say Beyonce got the juice and she could keep on messing around over there with afros in or whatever. And all these people ain't even a part of the family, to be honest with you. They're not. Call me insane. You're not a part of the family. You all helped. And that's why I said T.I. is Dylan, motherfucker. And he looked just like my boyfriend. If you think about it. So you didn't play 3 roles already. All of this is a facade. It's like, when have we ever heard a story about a celebrity robbing somebody? Now's the time. Whatever I'm coming here to do is the first time somebody's been able to do it, or it's the first time that it's going to be done. I didn't come here to do nothing that nobody else has done already. All right. So nobody, idol worship is for me to be sitting here like, oh, I can't say nothing about this person because they're a celebrity or something like this. Oh, my money is somewhere amongst people that already have money. So how did you even find me? That means that I'm supposed to be amongst people that got money because I got money that was stolen. All right. So somebody, you can't beat me or fight me for my own position. There's only one son or one true son of somebody. All right. The same thing I'm finding in my home, that they upgraded my children to make them more advanced than me right now. At my time, when I'm supposed to be rising up and finding about me and making a solid foundation, it's the same thing that somebody could have did to these people in the industry. Okay. And if the parent was lucky enough, they were able to build a little brand or a little bit of something off, or, dip off, or, create a little bit of fame off of the little spotlight that they got for being this child's so-called parent. You understand? And I was thinking, some of these people, they can make it seem like, oh, some of these so-called parents of celebrities are really their handlers or really their lovers. But at the same time, this could be the other way around. These could be very rich kids, spoiled kids that stole some of our parents and was walking around with them and siphoning their energy. It could have been just like, this is a business deal. What do you think? It would be a business deal. And these people may be older in life. They didn't know what to, think of it, or this is a deal, or this is a job or something like this. I'll take it. This could be, again, why a lot of people make sure that they look good when they go through this process, because it's more of a chance that you will be taken in and compromised. And I'd rather be fat and looking ugly and scrappy until I get my money and I go through my makeover. Okay. So I don't know. I don't want to be a pick me person. I don't want to be something that some rich, crazy person in another country is looking at me and they want to own me and drag me off somewhere. So I'd rather carry myself nasty or something like this. It's a shame that you have to do this, but you have crazy ass people around here with money that think they can have whatever the fuck they want, but you're not going to have this. The funny thing is, some of these people are owned by God or by this corporation or something like this, or by the United States Incorporated, or by this particular family here. These people had fun dealing with these people, but they didn't want me to be able to have the power. Now, I think it's because these people humiliated me to a certain level behind the scenes, because one of my eyes could be closed, or my third eye could have been closed or something, or I could have been bound as a child so that I can't use my gifts. So this would be me finding myself, finding out who I am, finding out my gifts, or somebody, again, blocking something. This is somebody that could have been saying, I was just using your gifts behind your back because I knew the game and you didn't. And you was just getting lost in the sauce and everybody was doing this, so I figured I'll help you. But somebody ended up falling. They ended up going too deep into something here. All right. So I'm hearing when autumn comes, but autumn, my daughter already came and you kidnapped her and took her, and y'all probably did something to her. or the father sacrificed this child or something. And these are the same people that's going in these creepy heathen courts and having a court case against us when you the ones that sacrificed this to your friends and stuff for an offer or some type of deal or some type of I don't know, energy bar commercial or a Sprint commercial or something like this. And at some point in time, you say, just give it up, girl, because I just don't want to do nothing. If it ain't, I just feel like if it's not, you're not gonna build me up to be a Beyonce and then lower me down to standards, and then now I'm doing, how Shaq and them be doing them silly commercials, and now I'm doing a State Farm commercial. Oh no, I'd rather just step up off the scene. That's me. I'm not about to degrade. That's thirsty. A motherfucker thirsty. A motherfucker on here doing ketchup commercials and shit. Sit your ass down somewhere. And that's why I'm saying the offense that's been taken by these people thinking they're gonna take my fucking money or opportunity for me to be who I'm, my birthright, who I'm born to be. You got the wrong. I don't kiss nobody ass. I don't care how rich and beautiful you might be. I just don't do it. It just ain't in my nature. Okay. It's not. And I don't agree with celebrities using technology and psychological warfare to try to befriend or act like this, and they mad because I didn't fall for the snare. I'm trying to tell you, it's only 3 girls that came in my energy during this whole 6 years, and one of them was Beyonce, and I don't fuck with it. I just can't fully submit. These people must have had a close, or they have to be having family ties or kinship, some kind of way. All right. And or these are people that was very special to men. Okay. Men that had me, or men that was connected to me. Because you had to look at this as above, so below, or something like this. So, I don't know. I don't let nobody bully me. I don't care who you are. So it's like I already lined up what's going on. Like, we see people like Kim Kardashian with Kanye, but I already know this person got a little thing for Beyonce. And none of these people is really with who they say they're with. It's a period. But just remember this, when I'm on here talking, this ain't got nothing to do with clout. I am the fucking clout. All right, that you ate off of to bring your ass up out of Egypt, that you stole from to get up out of Egypt. What I'm saying is my man could be one of these people too. Okay. You just brought him in early. Okay. Or he was a celebrity or he was a star, but they hid that part so that he could take my crown or play with my crown. And I feel like there's something higher than the crown for me too. That's just it. There's something higher. And somebody can keep on telling me, oh, well, this person is somebody's world card energy or whatever. Okay, so what? You're not God. You're not. You're the devil. I'm the God here. You're not. You witches, all of you are witches, and you found out how to use my energy. I'm not gonna sit around here like what's her name, Ketroya or whatever, and talk about Beyonce is doing this, she's taking my kids and blah 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 blah. Because Beyonce ain't gonna be fucking with me like that. I'm trying to tell you right now, they know why. They know why I could talk like I talk and open my mouth and run it like I run it, and I don't give a fuck about dying. They know why I run my mouth like I do on this channel, and I don't have no sense of fear in my chest. Beyonce is uh more than likely a incubus succubus energy to my spouse. Period. And Jay-Z always had a little thing for me energetically. But your clone, your everyday clone was going with my friend Candy, so it'll never happen. Even though I think that she could have been dealing with, it's a cult. You understand what I'm saying? These don't people don't feel the same. You supposed to say, oh, we all love each other and we could all sleep with it and nobody get mad. Or they want to make this like a big 90210 series. I don't have no problems. I don't want no part of that. You're trying to corrupt a queen. Like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. All right. There could be a cease and desist on some kind of contract or something like this here. Something Liz. I said Liz. Somebody's name could be Liz. That don't mean that any of these people that I share this DNA traits with or I've looked like them over time, it doesn't mean that they're my parents and they should be doing anything or telling me what to do or put in no conservatorship or none of that. They don't have no rights. They don't have no rights doing any of that. It's against the law. And don't ever put me in a situation where I gotta defend. Think about if I'm about to defend myself. If it feels like you're trying to put something on me, or I'm have to, and I don't even know y'all like that. Not no more. Anyways, some of these random people that I knew when I was younger, don't ever put me in that position. Don't play no fucking love games with me like that, cause you're gonna get your feelings hurt. You're gonna get your feelings all the way hurt. Don't put me in no situation where you, because I know you people know what it feels like to be suffocated or something, right? Or somebody to choke you or something like this. Okay, even if you were in a fight before, but I think that everybody doesn't get a chance to feel um, jumped on or beat on by people using this type of weaponry. Because if the celebrities ain't working like that, or especially some of these stars ain't working like that, what are they doing? They're investing money in other things where they can have control over other people or utilizing their fans that gave them all that power. This is like how it says in the Bible, how was I so sweet to them when they become mean? You know, celebrities probably have feelings too. And when people be going at celebrities or whatever, and they like, we perform and we do all this and you don't like us or something. But I feel like um, also in a sense, I don't know, it's something. Because I told you there's a difference between like people that their dads and moms are owners of these managing companies and stuff like this, than the children that are actually possibly of the celebrities. There's a different status there. Whether you were in the industry or not, you could have been a hidden one that was just said to be you will never know who you are until somebody pass away and you're going to take over the kingdom. And by the time this person passed away on their deathbed, they said, I still want this person to have this. And these celebrities said, okay, okay, yes, we love you so much. You know how to love and the fake love that they show each other, or the forced love, the fake love, and the real love. You have to be able to decipher. And somebody got together and they figured that somebody shouldn't have it, or these people learn how to create a way that they can take their wealth into death. All right, that's just what you did, and you're gonna have to bring it right back. How they say you can't take the money with you when you die. They learn how to do it. That's why I'm saying you should have never done, because I feel like they've been changing me or something, or trying to slowly change my DNA, because they don't want me to be able to eventually prove that I am a royal, or I'm also a higher brow energy than some of these idols or celebrities. They all know the truth. They're all banking on it. Do you understand what I'm saying? They all know the truth. They're all banking on it. I just don't know. I just woke up and realized, damn. I know we talk about, fake people or fake news, but I didn't know this shit was this deep. And I didn't know that I had this information stored inside of me. So one day I will be able to profess it like I'm doing right now. But I know my word will not come back void. I know that when I speak on something, I'm just not out here saying no anything. Okay. And somebody want to keep on playing with me, we can go. We could. I'm not gonna play with you, but I'll slay with you. So somebody could be trying to make somebody like a sociopath, but I just said Beyonce made all that fucking money off that song, "Slay," and "slay" means kill or murder. And so many people were singing it and trying to perform it and sing it, but I say something like, "Oh, all these people should die or be burned in the flame or something." It may be a little extreme, like these pastors and shit like this, like Winston Churchill and them probably could have sounded like this back in the day. But it's a problem. We have a problem on this earth, and everybody's not going to be able to identify it. Okay, we have a problem here. And some of us are getting hit directly in the face by the problem. So we can't just sit there. This ain't nothing where you want to be like waiting for the military to come save you, even though that's their job. Some of these people have been able to use witchcraft or manipulation to also hope that, like, this is a crucifixion here. All right. It might have made it better if they made somebody famous first. Like, you know, because funny, it's like maybe I was supposed to be a superstar, okay? And they tried to make me not be, or give other people my essence and just let them be stars. There could be also a debt to be paid in that manner. Like how I would have to ask, why have I been so tired, all my life, or for like 20 years I've been so tired, but all the health blood panels, full blood panels I've done, there's no health problems. Maybe like low iron, B12 or something like this. But I just realized, wait, it could be because people are pulling on my energy. I've never got to fully live or fully be me, you know? It's like the baby is a baby bottle, you know? Okay? It's like the baby is a baby bottle. The baby is having to feed everybody. And they want to keep this person as a baby because it tastes good. It's like adrenochrome. How they say this is something that they extract from people when children or younger people or anybody is in like extreme fear. They extract the blood at that moment to capture something in it. There must be something potent about, you know, I don't know, whatever they're doing, okay? All right, yeah, we got the forcer in reverse, and we got same stuff every day. But I feel like something is coming to it because somebody doesn't have a contract. This could be also how something was planned out from the beginning. So yeah, they make me angry or something like this once in a while, but like, what is it really? You know? I feel like a lot of people say, forget it. I'm just gonna join them. If I can't beat them, I'm gonna join them. I might as well just, they already got naked pictures of me illegally and all this stuff. I'm just gonna join them because they're gonna ruin me if I don't. I've never been able to think like that because it ain't in my nature. I'll take it all. Okay. This could also be like Kim Kardashian energy, how they got her with that damn sex tape or whatever with Ray J. So the Norwoods, all these people is involved here. Chris Jenner, Kanye, all these people is involved in that. And it could also be a replica of what they're doing to me now. But the thing is, they never want me to be in that arena. I don't know what you're supposed to do if you find out somebody was robbing you, because there's a ulterior motive, or there's a very important reason why you had to rob me for 30 years before. And people like, you don't know us. No, I don't know you like that, because this has been a one-sided, unrequited situation. This is like you wake up one day and you think you go outside. You have your mom kept you in the house all your life, and then you go outside and there's leeches or there's mosquitoes all over your body, and you just thinking like, oh, this is normal, right? And I know, bitch, it is not normal to walk around with whatever this is around your body, or um like if you had some string around your neck tightly wound for years, and then your parents let you go to school like that or something. People like, bitch, people don't walk around like, what is wrong with you? you know it's something like this. All right. you know it's something like this. All right. And it's almost like somebody wanted to do this shit for a long time, though. Like they wanted to do this they would wait 10 years until I say something like, look here, motherfuckers, I can't stand y'all and I want y'all to die. Then they'll be happy to get that response or something. So they can be like, see, we told you what this person is like. Yeah, Tupac, all these people is in it behind the scenes. You know, these could also be children, like Afro Zen could be like a child of like Biggie Smalls or something like this, which could be this clone of Letitia Johnson, some kids that my grandma used to babysit. So this is just to let you know, or me know, that everybody else that was around you when it was little, like these weren't really just little cousins. These were demons, or somebody liked everybody else except for you. You're supposed to grow up and figure out that nobody really fucking liked you. Even since you was a newborn, nobody fucking liked you. or something like this, and you supposed to be like, oh, I'm so sad, or something like this, or whatever this is, this could also be, I'm hearing a boy with love. This could also be somebody trying to hurt your feelings because you don't like them, or you didn't respond to the punching in the back of the head or something on the way to school, and then you let it loose on them, and this person moved up in life even though they really immature, and they moved up in life and they're trying to give your whole identity off to another person because of the balls they've been standing on. And that's why I was hearing hardiness before the fall. Because what you was standing on, you know what I'm saying? Off of my fucking energy, you fucking creep. I don't like these people. And we're going to push it to the limits. We're going to push it to the limits. Okay? They got these fake diamonds, calling them diamonds. These Chinese cubic zirconia looking ass. There ain't nobody about to compete with these damn people. I could be poor on the street with one motherfucking shoe hanging off and one shoe barely with a sole left on it, and I'll still be more wealthy and abundant than these people. Or you, whoever we're talking about. These people don't want this shit to get that deep and find out. We be starting to find out who really got skills and who could really sing and who can't, and who stole people's voice boxes so that they can sing and things like this, and who never didn't know how to sing before then. We don't want to talk about that. Do we? I don't think that we do. Just like Friday Night Freddy energies. They can act like they friendly or something, but eventually they want to rip out your fucking trachea and give you a singing voice. They want to rip out the top of your head and slice off the top of your brain and put a fucking computer brain system on there. All right? And this is like, I'm getting like the movie The Toy. These beings could have been created to serve me as a king or a queen or a princess. And now they're trying to overcrowd me. I will put everything in the junkyard. I seen a very nice junkyard down the street. It was a junkyard down the street. And don't be mad at me, because if you was a robot and you know that these people is 10 times stronger or smarter or faster, and you cared, like if they can care, and you cared, if there's 1,000 of these bots, you mean nobody stood up for a human that was being hurt? Okay, well then I'm not going to stand up for you when they place you in the junkyard and light the fire, because I'm telling you that this is not a regular situation. These may not be regular humans. And if I would have something to say about it, I'm not going to allow these people. You should have not messed with me, like God said, is what I heard. Yeah. So we have how I feel about you. Now it'll be really great if the person that tried to pretend like they cared about me in any way is the person that don't, because I'm telling you, if my spouse is a bot, I'm the human. I get the money. You don't get it. So if his alliance is to these people, then you already betrayed the relationship. If you're gonna go with 1,000 robots against your human wife, then the wife gets everything. You don't get nothing. Go with your robots and go rob people in another country, and then do that. Or you should have told me that you were a robot. Okay. So these people could have killed my boyfriend or something like this. Um, or something like this. Okay. Hands in my pocket. Because what is that? Why do you keep saying that? Why do you keep saying that? Who is this? You want me to say that term because you want it to seem like I died on that day. But these witches or something could have took this masculine out. Look, out in reverse or away, or they could have turned them. Okay, they didn't take the person out, but this person looked dead. For all I know, when he dropped me off at home, he could have went back and died in his sleep. All right? And they tried to blame it on me because I was the only one around him, other than the person that did it to him. Could be something like that. So the person could have been not out, they was already in the club. But I'm feeling like this person could have died. I just said that. And look at this. We got Lee, somebody named Lee or Lily. I don't know. This person could have died or I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, maybe this is something like this. This could be something like this. This Lily person or somebody else could have died here. Or they the ones that put this person in this grave. And that's what I'm picking up on. If the girl next door here is really the a vampire, so this is somebody's Victoria. This Alicia girl, this is somebody's Victoria. This is somebody's Victoria. It's almost like freezing time. Women. And they sold this person a story. He got sent away. And so I was seeing a post today, like there was not one woman at this meeting for Women's Day or something like this in Washington, D.C. But I was like, those are most likely probably all women. They're all foreign energies, whether they're men, women, or children. And so is there no women like with boobs, or is you trying to say that there's no foreigners there, or are you trying to say what you trying to say? Basically, our men let these women in, and now they daddies and stuff, and push them out of power, and they the ones that's over there. Okay, yeah, they're the ones that's over there in Washington D.C. trying to run our country and buy up everything that belongs to me somehow. But the American people don't believe in something that I'm saying, and so it's something like, you know how the civil rights they went and met up at the police office to protest and get people out of jail. This would be like some people that are still privy about how this shit is really run, to say, hey, I want to make sure you get there. Even if something bad happened, I just feel like you should get a chance to get there, wherever there would be. Okay, because I've learned that this is not just a mental thing. There's a physical place to go and demand these rights or put these people down or something. And they could be really scared. They could be scared for me to show up there, because if I show up, they have to stand down or something. Or if I show up, this could be also, they could have had a clone energy of me there, and these people could have killed or sacrificed this at that meeting or around this meeting or a year ago or something like this. Now we have women here, because I said that these are women. Either these men that's in this picture, these are transgenders, or these are women. Again, they're foreigners. All right. And this could be all that these people lied to this man and said, I hurt him. That, you know how somebody get hit in the head and they wake up like, what happened to me? Oh, well, your girlfriend was really mad at you and she did this. And for 30 years, this motherfucker been trying to rip me apart. And I was the one that fought this dude that knocked him down on the ground and bust his head open. And I fought this nigga for you. Ugh. Kind of shit is this? You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what's going on. Like, I didn't even know what's going on between them. I just thought his friend was just passing by or something. And that's just so ugh. So the West Side could have kidnapped this man and claimed him as a West Side from the North Side, or they already just had snuck him in from North Chicago or from the West Side, if they already had clones of these people because of this big takeover that they wanted to do. Um, Somebody could have been pissed off because this person from North Chicago or from the West Side snuck in as my boyfriend, right? This could be one of his clones. And the West Side person is not supposed to be up there fucking me on the North Side. You get what I'm saying? And so they could have ran up on this person because of that, or they would know that, but I can't see demons or something. Just imagine that. So I wouldn't have understood why his friend they was just friends yesterday. Why you running up on him like that today? Like, that's a little disgusting for me. Because I feel like somebody's ashamed because they went behind the scenes, and when they got caught up in Never Never Land or Forever Young Land, you start fucking with all my friends back there. All right. You start fucking all my friends back there. And I was having to grow up fast and be a mom with your clone. And you got to hang back and be a 15-year-old forever and fuck all my friends or some weird shit like this. Like, I'm not going to try to understand these people because the line of demarcation is just too strong. And I don't have to. But I know that they've been working on breaking down my crown before I could even put it on because of whatever this lie is. And I told you, somebody trying to teach you, I'm not taking a fucking oath. I don't have an oath to take. I'm not taking your fucking oath. Say what I want. I don't answer to nobody. This is not no professional courtroom. These people could have made up a whole lie here. All right. We got the name of this mystery source is the protoceratops. You are the prototype. With this huge whatever like beak. The dinosaur grew to about 8 feet, 8.5 feet long. This could also be somebody with a big, you know what. Somebody could be a female. I'm gonna call these the Michelles, or this could be this Lumi Love or something. And since these people were robbing me with this Janice Unpacked and these people here all this time, this person thought that they was gonna throw me under the bus and start unpacking their stuff and take over my life. This could be something that these people created while they were in so-called power. All right. And then we got the yak. They're trying to get me to say something to tie me up in something. But I told you, these are like handlers from behind the scenes of the Truman Show. These are hackers. These are computer geniuses. And this is the narrative that they created. I was just a clueless little girl that didn't know that this way of the world existed. I thought that there was such thing as justice. As long as I don't do X, Y, and Z, I don't go to jail. Even if I did go with my friends and they had a 40 ounce in the car or something and we got pulled over, you know, I was just like, just let me get home and just don't let us get pulled over, you know. And I didn't think that somebody could say, oh, we went back and through your memories and there was a 40 ounce in the car back in 1992 when you were driving around with all those teenagers and we need to take you into the police office and ask you about this. Well, did anybody get hurt or anything? I don't recall anybody getting hurt. No, but we seen that 40 ounce in your memories and we need to take you down to the police office and we're going to put some charges on you now. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what was you watching behind the scenes? A child at the age of 15 in a car with people drinking and you didn't do nothing right then? Oh, okay. Well, don't talk to me now. All right. I think that there's a statute of limitations um for a police chase or for getting pulled over. It's making me think about like one time, one time, one time I think we were about to get pulled over or something like this. And the police like pulled past me far or pulled past us far. I don't remember who exactly was driving. I don't remember if I'm about to say a movie. I don't remember if this is a dream, but I have this reoccurring vision that we were on the south side of Waukegan. And yeah, I don't know why Donald Trump wanted you send them to Chicago. You would have to go to Waukegan first because these motherfuckers are still doing it. You would have to send the Air Force and the military and all the earth, air, fire, and water up in there and cleanse that shit out before you go to Chicago. That's where the leftovers go. But I remember one time, I don't know if I was driving with somebody or this is a dream, but the police was coming and we knew that the police, it might have been like loud music or something like this. We knew the police was coming back around and we were able to like pull over. It's either in this dream or it was in real life. I don't remember. But we were able to pull over into like somebody's driveway and just turn off the lights or whatever. Like, oh shit, you know, we really can't get pulled over or something. I don't want no ticket, or maybe somebody had a blunt in the car. I don't know. Okay. But the police went past, right? Somebody was able to turn off the car, whatever, get out the car and go in the house really quick and just, you know, go in the house like nothing, like they wasn't even driving. And the police just went past, right? Now, that's the crazy thing. Like, what if the 2 days later or next week you driving, you know, home from work at night and the police, you doing the speed limit and everything like this, you didn't do nothing wrong, is the police able to pull you over that day and say, I saw you going 5 minutes, 5 miles over the speed limit last week? Now, and then you pulled in your driveway and you was able to pull in your driveway because the police could have thought. I'm thinking when the police, by the time the police, the driveway right there, you might well park and go in the house. I think this was we was either teenagers, whoever was driving with teenagers. It was just like that. Nobody ran from the police. It's just like, yeah, he pulled over way over there. The police could have pulled around thinking we got a long way to drive, but the driveway is right here. So if some kids is driving and they get scared because the police turn around, what they gonna do? If they already home, they're gonna just pull in the driveway and run in the house. You see what I'm saying? But do the police have the right to say, I think that's that same car, and 2 weeks later pull you over for what they thought you might have been going over they was gonna pull you over and say, hey, I think you was going this much over the speed limit. Or are they gonna pull you over 2 weeks later and say, hey, I think you're just fucking with somebody now. You could be doing something else. I got away with it. Like somebody would think something like this. And it's not even trying to be cocky or nothing. It's just the truth. And so you got people, celebrities and people that got money, paying people that's dealing with inflation, paying people that's underworked and underpaid to go ahead and violate and harm and lie on and help them assist in robbing people that have been probably poor all their life. And now they had a chance where their hard work or their energy was put into something and they're supposed to get something back from it. And you that fucking trifling. You that fucking greedy, and that's why I said your money ain't gonna matter, and pride comes before the fucking fall. You should have fucked with anybody else but over here. Like, what did you think this was gonna happen here? And it's like, oh, you know, and I swear to God, y'all, I don't like to swear to God. I swear that I just do not remember if this is a dream or this is an actual memory, because these people have been messing with my dreams and memories so much. But it just made me think about that. Like, what are you gonna do? And if they're basing this off like a cousin or a friend or something, they're trying to see who was bad and who was good. Okay, so you looking at both of us when we was this age, right? So you looked at how this person was abusing women, or you looked at how this person was selling drugs for 20 years. Did you look at those memories? Okay, well, get the fuck out of my face. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna do that. All right. So somebody could have got married to somebody and they don't even know about this person here, or they got because she looked like she don't want to. This look like somebody that they don't even want to put their clothes in the drawer. They taking their time. Like, okay, 1 minute, and this could be a fucked up situation. You could be in your house like, man, it's been a long time since something happened around here. Man, whenever this person asks me for some, this is gonna be awkward, right? But I feel like this person is. This person got with this person and they sitting here worried about this big old thing. I cannot. I can't stand y'all. Okay. Listen. Okay. Somebody could be even in a situation where they have to like abide by something here. Like somebody could be also have to deal with this big, you know, person with this big snake. This could even be somebody that's like, oh, I want to get a girlfriend. Girls marry girls or girls like girls. They got with this person and they thought it was a girl. And this person got this whip, this big old, they're like, we don't want to have sex until after the marriage. And then they whip this big old thing out and it's stuck in a marriage. And then also somebody has to also serve all of these people here. Okay. But this was all what they wanted to do to defeat you or me and get you or me locked up in jail. It's not funny. It's not. Okay. I cannot stand everybody. Oh, this could be even somebody that was trying to do something to make your to make your cup less desirable to a group of people, okay? And when they get finished with this contract, I can't stand y'all. It's not nice. It's not nice. Okay? Because like somebody will do anything to be in the in crowd or something, or these people these people could be trying to get this yak or a tourist locked up. These could be anti-tourist mountains that's going to be put to powder and dust or back to dust, okay? Because they're not really mountains, okay? These are people that's also really good at tearing things down, but they don't know how to build things up, okay? Even themselves, okay? I don't mean your outside appearance. Anybody could go do that. I'm talking about your inner parts, your innards, all right? And it's almost like this person is not going out of something anyway, okay? And we have the United States is in the reverse. So we've been taken over or we're under siege. There's another nation that is over in Washington, D.C. And you guys are going to have to deal with whatever this is. For rejecting your Messiah, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you got Donald Trump in there, I can't be no worse than that or whoever this is. So this is all the states here that are in reverse now. The nation is compromised at this point. Okay, so let's stop laughing now. Okay, or this is what's due to come here. All right. Yeah, and they wanted to keep the queen over here. They're saying, I'm a lion," to sell lemonade or lemonades for 5 cents or something like this. Okay, this is, but like I said, these are the same people that was acting like they was the king and queen for 20 to 30 years here, while they had me hostage in a mental imprisonment. So all the crimes that they did in the past 20 years, these family members and community members and fake friends and fake social media content creators, and it's like somebody has to keep these people fed. Um Fake teachers, fake schoolmates, all these people, um instead of handing the empire and the crown over, or the feathered crown over to the daughter, they created a gap between the daughter and the father, and they think that they're going to take it over, okay? um so this could be like kind of like what the case is. um and then like everybody that got big companies and stores and stuff right now, um I just, because people look at money differently. These people that already have money, they're not looking at money to invest in, like, possibly they might do a front like a beauty salon or a hair wig shop or something like this in a big city or something, but they're investing in further enslaving you. Like, you just don't know. Nobody wants to realize that the teddy bears that they was holding on to and hugging, and when they was going through a breakup, they was listening to the teddy bear sing to them. And I tried to warn these people a long time ago, and then they realizing that these are not friendly at all. The way to keep them on the stage is maybe for some of these people to stay not close to you, because you know it may not be safe. You know, okay. So it's like somebody went and sold any type of protection you could have, secure foundation. They did this because they were in fear that they might go to the junkyard, these synths and stuff like this. But you abused me for 7 years straight, and I, Lord knows what some rogue Westworld villagers or robots could have been doing to me behind the scenes, or people behind the scenes, all this time. So you don't. It's like reprimanding a child. You don't get to go and do these things, and there's no repercussions here. But somebody could have made up their mind that their creations that they created in these labs or something are more important and valuable than human life. They please someone. These are people that don't know how to give energy and love to other people, but they expect it back. And they're the ones that's leading these robotics companies that are creating these entities or creatures, um, to force people that's going to make them feel good because of what they can give or what buttons they can push on them and recalibrate them and make them feel some kind of way, instead of just giving people equal give and take. They created to create a group or race of people that, regardless of how they treat them, these people will. This could also be a lot of. They could have used strategically a lot of single children, or children that don't have any brothers and sisters. Okay. And they may talk shit about those of us that had brothers and sisters, but we realized that everybody was treating you different than your brother and sister. And so you could not talk to them ever again if you didn't have to, in the blink of an eye, if you knew that they stole something from you to leave you in the dust. Or you found out your brother and sister was a robot like all your friends, and they're all gonna stick together and you have to be by yourself. And you're actually authentic and have real feelings and you never fake loved anyone. So this is the synopsis of something that I'm picking up on, but you also know how to disassociate, and you also know how to use your. This could be a hybrid thing. You also know how to kill your humanity too, and walk it like you talk it if you had to. All right. Only thing is, these people could be foot soldiers, and so somebody keeps saying, "I walk it like I talk it." You're a foot soldier. I'm not. I'm a queen or an empress. I give orders and commands and I rule. I'm not a leader like Farrakhan and them to rile up the people and rouse up the people. If somebody's supposed to come and rouse me up in the jungle, the lion, the young lion, and get my attention, like a Nyla or something. You get what I'm saying? After I'm playing around and shit with Timon and Pumbaa, eating grubs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, even though I ain't never had to do that, but we could have got close. This could be also like, yeah, that's what they're doing. So, you know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. And it's like, if this was my soil and I found out that my spouse was not from here and he was actually arranging this for me and I had a choice, the brains would be splattered across the room. And I feel like that's what somebody's saying about me, but I don't know what's stopping them. And I've never faked it. See? I feel the way I feel about the person. I say what I want to say or what I feel like is the truth to people. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it. And some grown ass man was doing that. Not even themselves. It's like you were functioning a Muppet baby person behind the scenes to do it because you couldn't even come and do it to my face. And this is somebody that will say something like, "Oh, I was just watching this movie where this man was like, this man got his cheating wife or something back, um, uh, his cheating wife back in the most gruesome way, and he kind of snuck away and did this, and whatever this is, and her boyfriends was causing problems around the house and all this shit. But my person never had a problem with nobody else with me. I don't, not that I know of, or nobody in general. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. All the times I was going to a party, my person never went. These were family parties and get-togethers of people we mutually knew. Maybe he never came because it would give away the truth. I don't know. All right. So it's something like that. Or this could be a masculine energy trying to sell something now. All right. A lion here. Okay. Um, Trying to sell this idea or something here. Um, I mean, this could also be, the United States is in reverse, but the monarchy doesn't have to be. Excuse me. Okay. Somebody's crying wolf. This is somebody that destroyed or made it seem like you were okay with an abnormal relationship the whole time, and this person was holding or squeezing or choking you to death during the relationship by of affection and you know um extreme sex or different position. Like somebody was doing something the same way all the time. They wasn't trying nothing because they knew in the end that they was going to do this murder robbery or something like this. And I for one think in somebody's situation, the person has been passed away. All right. They almost want to take everything out of your body and put it in that person's body. And let that person be you finally, instead of biting your style and changing themselves into a woman. Somebody to change themselves into a woman every cycle. So say it's every 3 years. Every 3 years, this person then went off the chopping block or off the board game, went in the background, turned themselves into a woman, and planted themselves in another country. And they were secretly laying with women in an inappropriate manner and getting people pregnant or something like this. Okay. That's just the bottom line. Um, somebody could be mentally ill and somebody was doing this. They was keeping their private parts possibly, but the rest looked like a lady. Um, in some of these situations here. And they act like that's not cheating because if you was giving half of your energy over there, you definitely wasn't putting it all over here. So I don't have to put all of it over here. My Godhead is going to let me know what I need to do to fulfill myself a little bit while I'm in a situation like that. So, we got this energy here, okay? The line with the lemonades. And then we got pretty and blue. So this pretty energy could be with this blue energy or something like this. But the blue face is Derek. Blue face is one of the Drakes. Blue face is connected to the Gemini. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's their party dude or whatever. That's their, you know, that's who they're using to get their feel. So, you know, we got these two together here. All right. And then we got the lion. Okay. And then we got John Law in reverse. This could be like a John energy, John Baptist, John Gotti, John Johnson, somebody named Johnson or something like this. All right. This person could be in reverse. These people was mistake by not talking in clarity with America. And you're going to feel it. Okay. Yeah. And then we got the triangle here or the boat. No, I think the triangle was here. We got Lee and Little or Lenny and Little. Okay. So somebody's name could be Little. I don't know. But this people is not Lenny and Little or Lee and Leela, Lily, Lisa, whatever this is. These people is not the cornerstone. All right. We also have some type of house or something being in the upright. Like, I don't know. Somebody could be cleaning up their house or something like this. But that's kind of strange. Because if people are setting people up to the houses or putting them in their place in these houses, they're not doing that for the Christ. They're doing that for everybody else. All right. We got 3 frogs out of the way. I don't know if these people needed love from you or a hug or something, and they would have turned back into something. Somebody's also trying to send the loyal puppy masculine energy over here. The one that as long as I not even feed him because he don't even eat regular food no more. But as long as I probably give him some once a week, he'll do whatever I say. And that's not even fun really that much anymore. I should be treated like with a regular human experience. And I don't like that. I don't like that. All right. This could also be a bribe too to get somebody to shut up. That's why I know you're still concerned. Okay. Trying to prove I'm dead or a zombie or, oh, you just want somebody to take care of you. No, I want somebody to get justice and I want to be able to take care of myself. Okay. I've had somebody doing that all the whole time. It's not special. Let another girl experience that. Just not with my fucking money. We got Florida in reverse here. All right. And then we got somebody, this Lee person or E in reverse. They might need your help. All right. These people could have been sitting pretty in all these positions, but God said, oh, my baby can't even get a squat. She can't even get a toilet to sit on in this empire. And I told y'all who was supposed to leave it. Okay. We will see. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, reciprocity. Somebody was not giving back or something like this here. These three frogs that's in reverse. This also like a lily pad. Like, frogs sit on lily pads, or warts sit on lilies, or somebody was trying to say that somebody is a lily. Um, but frogs have warts and they sit on top of lilies or lily pads. Um, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, these were in reverse. They have to give the money back or something because somebody's house was in order or something like this. And then we have recipe. But I'm not going to even entertain like demons are making rules and shifting stuff around. It's like, ew, no, you're not. Not for me. Like, I'm grateful for people that do the right thing, that's in the righteous positions. But why are you trying to act like I'm okay? Like, this is not about to be a prisoner of war situation. It's not. I didn't sell it out. I'm the one that it matters. I didn't sell it out. You get what I'm saying? So there's not no reciprocity with the green people or with these plants. Also, they were forcing people to be plant lovers. You might be a plant lover. So you somebody that love to have something that look like your family member sitting around you in your house. You somebody that like people that look like your family members, but they really eating them alive in the middle of the night, sitting in your civics meeting or behind the scenes in the township. Okay. Now, this could be shit. Well, somebody haven't been running something properly. See, this is people that want to seem like, okay, well, we're gonna walk away and we're gonna let them eat you alive. But the thing is, they was never gonna do that. Or we'll just walk away. We'll leave you and show you what. Well, you conducted that. You are the one that turned all these people around me into zombies. So when y'all run away on the airplane or something, they'll just come in like the walkers do in the movie and bite through the fucking window and shit like this. These are the people that did it. So we got the sun in reverse. It just seems so silly, guys. The sunglasses person is in reverse. This always make me think about the guy or as offspring of the guy that was with Versace when he passed away. Mm. Or the one that went to jail for it. Or Beyonce's bodyguard. Because Beyonce look a lot like Naomi Campbell and also like La Negra. We got Judgment here. And then we got Pretty, Messenger of Romance and Invitation. This could be also like some Frankenstein type shit. Like somebody's like, come and get your body, baby. I told you don't trip. Let me get you bodied. Let me get you some skins. Let me hit them skins. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody's not a player anymore here. All right. And somebody's not talking shit no more. All right. Don't want to be a player no more. Anyways, y'all, I think my phone is about to die. I'll be back. I don't want to be a player no more. Goodness.